Hi everyone, welcome to another tutorial of my channel. Today I'm going to make this beautiful and amazing crochet beanie hat for you. This hat has a beautiful texture, as you can see that, and it's so warm and it's suitable for the winter. I made that for adult size, and for making this crochet beanie hat I used an acrylic worsted weight yarn and number 4.5 millimeters hook for the brim of that, and number 5 millimeters for the body. And this hat is a bottom up hat, and the body of that is made by repeating 6 rounds. That's not difficult at all, and all you need to do is single crochet and spike single crochet. If you're ready, let's get started. I'm going to start the work from the brim. So with a smaller hook, make a slip knot and then start chaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now I'm gonna make one single crochet into each chain, starting from the second chain. So skip the first chain and insert a hook into the second chain and pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Again, go to the next chain, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. One more time, pull up a loop from the next chain, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, and repeat this work and make one single crochet into each of remaining chains until you reach the end. Row 1 of the brim is finished, and we have 9 stitches in total. Make a chain and turn the work, and then make one single crochet under 2 loops of the first stitch. Here, not here. This is the beginning chain. Skip that and insert a hook under 2 loops of the next stitch, the first stitch. Pull up a loop and make one single crochet into that. And after that, make one back loop only single crochet into the next stitch. Don't make the single crochet under 2 loops of the next stitch. Insert the hook into this loop, into the back loop of the stitch, and pull up a loop and yarn over, pull through 2. Again, go to the back loop of the next stitch and pull up a loop and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. One more time, insert the hook into the back loop from the next stitch, not under 2 loops of that, here, and make one single crochet, and repeat the work. Make one single crochet into the back loop of each stitch except the last one. And for making a single crochet into the last stitch, repeat the beginning stitch, make one single crochet under 2 loops of the stitch, not into the back loop of that, and row 2 is finished, and we have one single crochet under 2 loops of the beginning and the last stitch, because we want to have a straight edge at both sides of the band. So make the beginning and the last stitch in this way, and make one back loop only single crochet into the middle stitches. Now make a chain and turn the work and repeat this row. One more time, insert a hook under 2 loops of the beginning stitch, make one single crochet into that, and then make one single crochet into the back loop of all of these 7 middle stitches. Okay, and for the last one, make one single crochet under 2 loops of that. And row 3 is finished, and this is our work. And make a chain and turn the work, and I'm gonna repeat this row again, row 2, and continue repeating this row several times until we have a long band, so that the length of the long band reaches the desired circumference of our head, and the number of these rows should be a multiple of 4. So I will repeat row 2 by making one single crochet under 2 loops of the first and the last stitch, and one single crochet into the back loop of each of 7 middle stitches, and repeat this work several times until reach the desired size, desired length for the band, and then I'll come back. I made 68 rows of single crochets in total, and now the length of my band has reached my circumference of the head, and now I'm gonna put these 2 edges together to join them together and then make one chain and insert the hook under 2 loops of the first stitch from last row, and then go to the front stitch into the remaining loop of that from row 1 and grab the yarn, pull it through and pull through this loop on the hook to create 1 slip stitch. Again, insert the hook under 2 loops of the next and into the front stitch, join them together with a slip stitch. Again, join the next stitch of last row to the remaining loop of the front stitch from row 1 with slip stitch. And repeat this work. Join each stitch of last row to the front stitch from row 1 by a slip stitch until the end. Okay. And now, after joining all stitches together, our tube is ready, and we're gonna turn the work to the other side so that these slip stitches are placed inside of the hat. And this is our brim, and you can see this invisible join in the right side of the beanie hat. Now I'm gonna start the body of the beanie hat, but before starting the body, remove the hook and continue the work with a bigger hook. Make a chain and start the first round of the body around this edge, the long edge of the tube, and make 1 single crochet into this hole and hide the tail through the work here. Then make 1 single crochet at top of first row of the brim under these 2 loops of that and hide the tail again. Go to the next row, the second row of the brim, and insert the hook into this hole at top of that and hide the tail and make 1 single crochet. And repeat these 2 stitches. Insert the hook under these 2 loops at top of the third row of the brim, hiding the tail, make a single crochet and make 1 single crochet into the next hole at top of the next row. And continue this work. We're going to make 1 single crochet at top of each row of the brim until reach the end. And at the end of the first round of the body, the number of stitches should be equal to the number of the rows of the brim, or 68 stitches. I will continue this work, and at the end I'll meet you. Now we're at the end of the first round of the body, and without making 1 single crochet at top of the last stitch, make 1 slip stitch into the beginning stitch, because we made this stitch the first stitch into this hole instead of this place at top of the last row, sorry. Now start the second round with making 1 chain and 1 single crochet into each stitch of previous round, and continue until the end. And after that, repeat this round 2 one more time, and actually we should have 3 rounds of single crochets, the first round and the next 2 rounds of single crochets. Repeat this round and then I'll come back. Okay, after making 3 rounds of single crochets, start round 4 of the body with making 1 chain and 1 single crochet into the same stitch, the joining stitch. And after that, skip next stitch and go to the next stitch and go down 1, 2, and 3 rounds below and make 3 spike single crochet between these 2 loops of the stitch. So go down 1 row and 3 rounds and insert the hook between these 2 bars of the single crochet here, and grab the yarn from the back and pull a long loop to reach the current round and make 1 spike single crochet. Again, go down to the same space between these 2 bars and pull up a loop, pull a long loop and then make 1 spike single crochet. One more time, go down to the same stitch here and pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, 3 spike single crochets into the same stitch. After that, skip 1 stitch, this stitch, and go to the stitch after that, make 1 single crochet. And repeat the sequence. Skip the next, go to the next, go down 1, 2, and 3 rounds below, and insert the hook between these 2 bars of the single crochet and make 1 spike single crochet into that. One more time, go to the same stitch and pull up a long loop, 1 spike single crochet. One more time, go to the same stitch here and pull a long loop and make the last spike single crochet into that. And this is our work. And then skip the next stitch, this stitch, and make 1 single crochet into the next. And we should repeat this sequence. After making 1 single crochet, skip the next and go down 3 rounds, make 3 spike single crochets into this stitch. Again, skip the next and make 1 single crochet into this stitch. One more time, go down to 30 rounds below and make 3 spike single crochets into this stitch. 2 and 3. And after that, skip the next stitch here and make 1 single crochet into the next here. And these 4 stitches should be repeated until the end of the round. After making the last repeat, skip next stitch and make 1 slip stitch at top of the beginning single crochet of the round, and this is our work at the end of round 4. And we have 17 groups in total. Now start next round again with making 1 chain and 1 single crochet into the same stitch, and in this round and also in the next round we're going to make 1 single crochet at top of each stitch of previous round. In this round we should make 1 single crochet into all single crochets and all spike single crochets until reach the end, and in the next round we should make 1 single crochet at top of each stitch of previous round. I will make these 2 rounds and then I'll come back. After making 2 rounds of single crochets, I'm at the end of round 6, and for starting next round, round 7, we're going to make 2 spike single crochets into the first stitch of 3 rounds below, the stitch between these 2 repeats of 3 rounds below. So make a chain and go down 1 and 2 and 3 rounds below and work 2 spike single crochets between these 2 bars of the beginning stitch of the round here. One and another single crochet into the same stitch. We will make the third stitch, the third spike single crochet into the same stitch at the end of the round, okay? Now skip the next stitch and make 1 single crochet into the next, and then skip the next stitch, go to the next stitch and go down 3 rounds below and make 3 spike single crochets into the stitch between these 2 groups of 3 rounds below here. 1, 2, and 3. All into the same stitch. and this group of 3 spike single crochets is placed between these 2 groups of 3 rounds below, and repeat the sequence. Skip the next stitch and make 1 single crochet into the next, and then make 3 spike single crochets into the stitch of 3 rounds below between these 2 groups here, this stitch. One, two, and 3. And again, this group is placed between 2 groups of 3 rounds below. And repeat the sequence. Skip 1 stitch, make 1 single crochet into the next stitch. This single crochet is placed at top of the middle spike single crochets of this group of 3 rounds below here. And after that, go to the single crochet between next 2 groups of 3 rounds below and make 3 spike single crochets into that. 1 and 2 and 3. And this sequence should be repeated until the end of the round. At the end, after making last single crochet, pick the last stitch and then go to the beginning stitch of 30 rounds below, where we made 2 spike single crochets at the beginning of the round, and make another spike single crochet into that to have 3 spike single crochets in this stitch, such as other repeats. And then make 1 slip stitch into the first spike, and round 7 is finished. And after that, for making next round, we're going to repeat round 2, round of single crochets. So make 1 single crochet at top of each stitch of previous round, and again repeat round 3 and round 4, 5, 6, and 7. Actually, these 6 rounds from round 2 to round 7 should be repeated several times until the height of our beanie hat reaches the desired size. I will repeat these 6 rounds, and at the end I'll meet you there to make the crown of the beanie hat. Okay, I repeated those 6 rounds from round 2 to round 7 3 more times, 1, 2, and 3. And now the height of my hat has reached 19 centimeters. That's enough. And now I'm going to start the crown of the hat by decreasing the number of stitches. So start the first round of the crown with a chain, and then I'm at top of the second and the third stitch of first repeat. Decrease them together. So insert the hook into the first stitch and pull up a loop, and then go to the next and pull a loop from that. And now I have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all of them to create 1 decrease single crochet over first 2 stitches. Then make 1 single crochet into the next, and 1 single crochet into the first spike single crochet of next group. And repeat this work. Decrease the second and the third spike single crochet of this group together, yarn over, pull through 3 loops together, and then make 1 single crochet into the next single crochet and into the first spike single crochet of next group. And repeat the work. Make 1 decrease stitch at top of the second and the third spike stitches of next group, then make 1 single crochet into each of next 2 stitches, and continue this sequence until the end of the round. Okay, now I'm at the end, and the last single crochet is worked at top of the first spike of this group or the last spike of the round. And now make 1 slip stitch at top of the beginning, decrease single crochet, and this is our work. Start the second round with making 1 chain and 1 single crochet into the same stitch, and then decrease next 2 stitches together, 1 and 2, and yarn over, pull through 3 loops on the hook. Again, make 1 single crochet into the next decrease stitch and decrease next 2 single crochets together. One more time, 1 single crochet into the next decrease and 1 decrease, single crochet over next 2 single crochets, and continue this sequence until the end of the round. At the end, make a slip stitch at top of the first single crochet and start the third round of the body by making these groups of spiked single crochets, but in this round 3, these groups have a difference with the groups of other rounds. In this round, we don't make any single crochet and make the groups of 2 spiked single crochets. Okay, so without making 1 single crochet into this stitch, go down 3 rounds below and make 2 spiked single crochets into this stitch between these 2 groups of 3 rounds below. Skip 1 and 2 stitches and go to single crochet of 3 rounds below and make 1 and 2 spiked single crochets into that. And this is our work. And repeat the work without making 1 single crochet into this stitch. Go to the next and go down 3 rounds below between these 2 bars of the single crochet between these 2 groups and make 2 spiked single crochets only. And the number of stitches in this round is equal to stitches of previous round, and we don't make any decrease in this round, and we should work the same number of stitches of previous round. Okay, so repeat the work. Skip next 2 stitches and go down 3 rounds below and make 2 spiked single crochets into the single crochet of 3 rounds below, and continue this sequence until the end without making any single crochet in this round. Make groups of 2 spiked single crochets into the single crochets of 3 rounds below. At the end of round 3, I made 1 slip stitch at top of the beginning stitch of the round, and this is our work. Start the 4th round with making 1 chain and 1 single crochet into the same stitch, and then decrease next 2 stitches together. In this round, again, we should decrease the number of stitches. And we should repeat this work. 1 single crochet into the next, 1 decrease single crochet over next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet, 1 decrease single crochet, and continue this sequence to reach the end of the round. The last stitch is a normal single crochet, not a decrease, and at the end make 1 slip stitch at top of the beginning stitch and start the next round or the last round of the beanie hat with making 1 chain and decrease each 2 stitches of previous round together. So pull up a loop from the first and then pull a loop from the second stitch and then yarn over, pull through 3 loops. Repeat this work, decrease next 2 stitches together in the same way and continue making decrease single crochets until reach the end. At the end of the last round, make 1 slip stitch into the first stitch and then make a chain and leaving a long tail, cut the yarn and pull that. Okay, and now I'm going to close this hole at top of the beanie hat. So weaving the tail through the needle and then weaving that through the front loop of each stitch, pull the yarn, go to the front loop of the next stitch of the last round, pull the yarn, and repeat this work, weaving the tail through the front loops and continue until the end. Okay, now pull the yarn to close the hole completely and Then grab the yarn to the back, turn the work to the wrong side of that, and make some stitches at top of the hole to secure that. Okay, cut the yarn and turn the hat to the right side of that and attach a pom-pom at top of that. And now our beautiful beanie hat is finished. I hope you like that and make this beautiful beanie hat and enjoy that. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day.